YouTubers, Google, it's Gord. Weedy Weekend, 34. Almost didn't make today's. You'll have to bear with me. It's a short one and weedless because my son's here today and staying with me tonight. Usually on Sunday he goes home, but he's staying for a couple more days. So I couldn't do it tonight. So I'll do it now without any medicine uh, because of the rules. And why am I ill? Because of the rules. If I mean, I'm always ill, but normally I can have medicine and get a little better and continue through the day. Today is a really bad one. Very, very bad GI. My stomach is just killing me. Um, and I'm dizzy. Dizzy. That happens with fibro sometimes, and I'm not sure what it is, but oh well. We'll get by it. So I haven't practiced this. Not that I have any script ever, but usually I do read all the stories a little bit extra so that I can speak more to them. One thing I have been doing and it helps a bit, and I want to show it again, is skin products. CBD Dream. This is from MMJ Total Healthcare. Skin is one of the products carried by one of the owners. Um, this is a CBD to THC 1-to-1 ratio cream, topical. I am totally allowed that. And this, it smells absolutely beautiful. And it is an absolute, I mean, it's called CBD Dream, and it is a dream. It is absolutely wonderful for how it helps with the pain that I've got in my neck today. Um, it also does help just smooth the body out. And after application for a little while, my tummy feels a little better, which really helps. So that's my shout out today is to Skin Products. Haisha is the owner who creates all these and makes all these, and believe me, the best products you'll ever try. I've tried other creams. This tops them all. So let's move into the stories of the week for cannabis. And one of the big ones is Sean Parker. Sean Parker was one of the original founders of Facebook. He's a tech billionaire. He's got a lot of money. He's in California. And as we all know, California has been pushing to get the money together to get the voters out to finally put the legalization through. Well, he has come forward and said anybody wants to donate to the campaign in California, he will match whatever their donation, no limit, dollar per dollar. That's amazing. So maybe California will move forward with their initiative with this philanthropist helping out. It's a really cool story. I've attached it below. A lot of statements of how it's about time that we get it into the legal arena where over the years the legalities can mold to better suit the society for which it's providing. But the important thing is to get the legality out there. Next story. No cheers to that. Well, you guys all cheers. How marijuana has truly saved people's lives. I love this story. It's from the Stoner's Cookbook. It is an incredible story of how it has turned around the lives of many people. People like me, I fit into this story. People who have almost attempted suicide because of opioids, stuff I used to be on that drove me nuts. Um, how it has cut depression, how it has cut suicides by opioid and saved a lot of depressed people. It's a really strong story. It's a story I hope you will all read and share with other people and understand that truly I can say, and I know my kids watch this, so I don't want to say too much, but marijuana saved my life. Medical cannabis has saved my life over and over again. And it saves children's lives, and it saves so many other of your parents or your friends or your cousins or someone you know. It will touch somebody you know, and in a positive manner. It's a great story. It's a great story. Cheers to everybody for that story. I love stories like that.
Felt that I had
Oh, geez,
sold
there's
out.
that. Sorry, that's that. I don't like pages that automatically start a commercial. So wrong. So wrong. But the next story, which comes from the National Marijuana News, is ties right into that story. Powerful studies find marijuana dispensaries are literally saving lives. This goes in two ways. One, it's a talk about how this plant itself saves lives. It ties with the other story. But it also talks about how in areas where dispensaries are, in areas where ease of access is understood, deaths by other drugs are down, deaths by suicide are down. It's the right model for the people. Canada right now is pushing a non-dispensary model, and we're hoping that the people in the know are the ones that will finally decide. I want to say this. I do not share, that's maybe a little bit why some of the news is low, is I don't share news I don't agree with usually, unless it's really out there, then I put it out as an example of stupidity. But there have been a lot of studies just recently. Don't call them studies, telephone interviews, whatever, or polls. A lot of polls lately that say the Canadians want cannabis in the liquor stores. Canadians want lots of regulation around cannabis. I haven't shared those because they're so full of shit. They are asking the people, they, or let me say, they must be asking the people for which the stigma of pot is still real. And of course, those people say, well, yeah, okay, maybe it's time to legalize, but let's really control that sucker. That's who they're asking. That's why you get a lot of those kind of polls out there that people really want a lot of regulation around them. Well, yeah, the people they asked want that. But if they change who they ask, if they if that poll were conducted, say, in the Vancouver area and done downtown, you'd have 90% who don't want regulation. So be careful of the polls you read. And we'll move now to the final, which I'm just sharing with you. It's not really a story. Number four, it's not really a story, but it's the holiday season. So, what better to leave you with than how to make marijuana deep fried Oreos? It's the season. Make them for New Year's. I may try this. I've never had a deep fried Oreo. I don't really have a sweet tooth. And right now, the way my stomach feels, even just looking at it, kind of turns me, but that's only because I don't feel well right now. They look like they'd be just wonderful. And really, it's so simple. It's just make the cake dough that's going to cover the Oreo, and where it calls for butter, add canna butter. I'm going to be making some canna butter later this week, so who knows? Maybe I'll try it. Uh, that's the shortest Weedy Weekend I've ever had because we haven't sat back and enjoyed any of this wonderful stuff that would help me feel better and help me look after my child better. Stigma. So let's just say cheers and peace. Wishing for a much better Weedy Weekend next year. This is me signing out of Weedy Weekend for the year of 2015. We have brought you 34 issues of this, and I'm quite pleased. I started January 16th of last year doing WeedTube, and I started 34 weeks ago doing this Weedy Weekend. I've grown to 413 today subscribers, and it's growing at least two or three a day, which is really wonderful. I love that. Those aren't huge numbers, but it means people like what I'm doing. So cheers to everybody, peace to everybody, love and harmony. If you see someone without a smile today, give them yours. You have a few more to spare, I'm sure. Peace.